Hello. I don't sound particularly happy. You wouldn't be happy either. Next one. Every creature you encounter respawns the moment they disappear off screen. If you destroy an alien creature, once the area that it was at goes off screen, it instantly respawns. The music on the title page here is okay. Sound-wise it's reasonable. The control method makes it nigh on unplayable. I am not what you would call the biggest fan of this game. The best anything that it manages to do is to be unremarkable and pretty much instantly forgettable, and at worst it manages to be annoying and just simply fucking awful. Not one that I recommend. It's way too hard. The difficulty of this game is phenomenal. The difficulty level I think is fucking ridiculous. The difficulty is sky high. This was atrocious. It's just bollocks. Don't bother with it. Oh, great, I get to put my name in to this shit. 3 out of 10 for Baal. I'll give it 3 out of 10. 3 out of 10. Oh, let's give it a go. If you can get the multi-ball started on this table, there are some utterly ludicrous scores open to you. If you like multi-ball sessions in pinball games, this is definitely a pinball table for you to get.
Input the destination time. 1955 Part 2, 2015.
Okay.
We're descending towards Hill Valley, California at 4:29 p.m. on Wednesday, October 21st, 2015.
Well, it's DeLorean, right?
We just bought us some time.
I thought that was going straight fucking out. I don't mean to keep hitting that poxy fucking guitar. Can't get that last fucking lane for the 10 times bonus. Okay, I've just got it.
Grab it as soon as we get to the school.
That's gone straight fucking out.
Okay.
Oh, you cunt.
Okay.
Oh, you fucking cunt. You fucking cunt.
In my hands, Doc! I got it in my hands! It was a close one, Marty! I almost bought the farm! Burn it!
Oh, you fucking sister!
This is what makes time travel possible. The flux capacitor.
What if we don't succeed? Wait a minute, Doc.
Right.
If I drive straight towards the screen, I'm gonna crash.
We must succeed.
This is the last level.
You're not thinking fourth dimensionally. Marty, you've got to come back with me.
Where?
Back to the future.
I think this might be the wizard mode. Because I've done all of the levels. 885 million then is my new personal best on this table. I'm fucking dying for a fag.
A nuclear reaction with
This is quite a high scoring table I've chosen here. Oh, fucking hell.
Mom, it's a joke. An office joke, kind of a joke.
Yeah, look at fucking scores are going absolutely insane. I just scored 24 million for hitting one target. Fucking hell. It's the flux capacitor multi-ball. It was underway.
Why not do it with some style?
And fucked it right up. So now I've got the flux capacitor multi-ball again. And straight away one went straight out. Not a lot of time left as far as I am aware.
Are you two related?
Oh, fucking. So I have to get fucking hell.
Just take care of your pop.
Oh, you fuck.
Okay.
Lane where the DeLorean's parked, I've got to hit the DeLorean. Oh, fuck it.
Are you telling me you built a time machine?
Oh, fucking what a gun!
The way I see it, it works! It works!
Oh, you fuck not again! It's not as frustrating as FX2 yet. This is not going to be a review of the particular table. We may as well start with a review of... no, not a review. I've just sat here fucking saying, no, I'm not going to review the table. And then I say, right, let's start with a review of a table. Let's get the review underway then. The graphics throughout all of the tables are great. A graphically improved version of FX2. The audio is improved as well. The audio is every bit as good as it was in the FX2. The voice of Doc, whatever his name is, Doc Brown in it, doesn't sound much like Christopher Lloyd. The actual gameplay is improved somewhat. It does play better than FX2. There is a little bit of slowdown during this game. It's a bit more graphically intense, and as a result there is some slowdown during play, especially when you have a lot of scores coming up. Slowdown in a pinball game is far from ideal. When the ball goes down the left drains, it is actually easier to bump it back into play. I'm not saying easy, I'm saying it's easier. I am a fan of it. Pretty good stuff. I score this 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. My concentration was seriously starting to wane, so I kind of hope that I don't have another extra ball.
You're gonna shoot the ball.
Oh, fucking hell. I'm trying to finish a fag before I actually start the game. Fuck it, I've got plenty of fags left, so let's stop this one out and let's get a game underway. Back in 1984, Paul Wokes did a Commodore 64 game called Encounter, and this is basically Encounter redone for the Amiga, only a lot simpler. You don't need a 16-bit computer to be able to do a game like this, as Paul Wokes himself proved, because he already did this game 3 years earlier on the Commodore 64 with Encounter, and that had more to do. And when you consider that Encounter was done for a Commodore 64 back in 1984, you would have thought that a 16-bit game would have had more in it. But if you were a fan of Encounter on the Commodore 64, it's possible you may like this, but you may also think it's just too simple compared to Encounter. And this is what I mean about it being just like Encounter, but a lot more simple. There isn't as much to do in this as there is in Encounter. There isn't as much to do in this game as there is in Encounter. Oh, Jesus Christ, that was close. Fuck knows how long. I didn't even see what hit me there. Or there. Thankfully you do get a hell of a lot of life in this game. Graphically I think the game is unbelievably bland and horrible actually. These are like fireballs that you fire. I just think they look fucking horrible. Graphically it's nothing to write home about. The sound is fucking grating beyond belief, especially with the homing missiles. The audio goes from diabolical as far as the music goes to irritating as far as the actual sound effects go. Unbelievably shit music for an Amiga, even in '87. This horrendous music you can hear does rather make me think that this is another straight Atari ST port. The sound isn't horrendous. For a pure out-and-out blaster it's okay, but it doesn't really have a great deal of longevity. It's a decent fun blast to begin with, but it doesn't really have any real longevity. Gameplay-wise it's not terrible, but there's just not a great deal of variation. It's a fun blaster for, you know, maybe 1 or 2 goes. It's not really a game that's going to keep bringing you back for more. I'll give this game 4 out of 10. I was too busy doing something else and forgot to press the fucking fire button. Ballblazer. Perhaps a title they wouldn't get away with these days. You basically have to get hold of the ball and put it through your opponent's goalposts. On the top screen, so I'm trying to, as I did there, score somewhere around here. There it is. I only got 1 for that goal because I was so close to the goalpost. Every time you score, the goalpost moves a bit closer together because, well, to make it harder. That's about the limit of the variation in gameplay. Here we go, another 2 there. Now here's the ball. And that buzzing sound meant I was inside his energy field, which meant I could then fire and effectively tackle him. And in doing so, I've now taken the ball off him. Yeah, you can't actually see from one end of the field to the other. I'm about to shut out the level 1 droid. I did it with 1 minute 26.7 left. What you saw there is basically the entire game. In Zap 64, this game scored a monumental 98%. I was one of many people who was then utterly mystified as to how the fuck this could have got 98%. I wouldn't mind actually bumping into either Gary Penn or Julian Rignall to ask them exactly how they were able to rate this so highly. I don't know anybody who likes the game, which does make you wonder how legit the reviews were. It is pretty crap. I will rate this game 4 out of 10. 4 out of 10 from me. God. This game is brought to you by the people who brought you such gems as Shadow of the Beast and Awesome. You may remember there was a board game came out called Crossfire, and that is pretty much what this is. Now the trouble with the one-player game of this is, as you can see, you can't actually see the other player's shots or what he's doing, which makes it feel very artificial indeed. Just can't get this fucking ball away from my goal. Get up there for fuck's sake. There we go, and so you have Roger Dean style graphics, even though they really have absolutely fuck all to do with the actual game concept at all. What do all these Roger Dean style graphics have to do with the game content? Nothing. There's no reason for them to be there. They don't add anything to the game. Well, they do actually. They add the air of why the fuck are they there in the first place. So they add a bit of confusion. Why use these Roger Dean-esque graphics everywhere? They don't fit the game. They don't suit it. Oh, bollocks. Sound effects are reasonable without being anything remarkable. Presentation is done fairly well. The gameplay itself is quite basic. It almost plays more like a public domain game than an actual game you would spend, you know, money on. It's reasonable without being anything remarkable. It's not the worst game I've ever played on the Amiga. The novelty value, you may want to give it a shot. So if you fancy something a bit different, you may want to give it a go. It is nothing fantastic. It's not at all memorable. It doesn't have a huge amount going for it. It's not great. I don't really rate it. It's pretty bland, pretty forgettable. Ultimately a pretty boring and bland game. I'll give it 5 out of 10. There are much better games on the Amiga than this. 5 out of 10 is a fair score for it. You are unlikely to keep coming back to it. I score this 5 out of 10. It has the last ability of 5 out of 10. I've pretty much had enough of this. Come on, hurry up and fucking score goals against me. Oh bollocks, I got the shield, haven't I? So he can't score. The game is bloody difficult, to put it mildly. You find yourself getting killed an awful lot in this game. It might be a special move if you've got whatever it is. Fucking hell, that's run away. And then we want to get a bit closer without walking at the wall. You come up against various monsters, including this one that sounds like somebody's trying to start a motorbike. That bastard thing is not easy, because that happens. Okay, another enemy. Oh, fuck off. Graphically it's reasonable. Graphically it's ordinary. Sound is okay. Sound wise again it's reasonable. Gameplay wise it's a bit of a mess. The controls are way too clunky. The gameplay is pretty horrible thanks to the clunky controls. The idea of using the icons is reasonable, but because they are so unresponsive at times, it does not always work. In fact, more often than not, it doesn't work at all. It's a bit of a novelty, but the novelty wears out extremely quickly. I don't really rate it that highly. I'll give this game 3. Pretty forgettable stuff.
Prepare to die.
The sounds are all sampled from the film Red Sonja. The samples all come from one particular scene in the film, and it's a scene that's fairly near the beginning. The AI opponents in this game were a lot trickier than any other version. Let's go for the headshot, there we go. I do like the squelching sound as the head hits the floor there when it's being kicked away by the goblin. On the characters it's not exactly, you know, state of the art. The music is pretty sparse and it is just that drum rhythm, but I think it adds a great atmosphere to it. I think the Amiga version is just fantastic. I think the game is fantastic. I've always been a fan of this. It has immense replayability. I give this game 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. Oh. There are a lot of times where I'm doing attack moves even though I'm not actually pressing the fire button. I'm kicking mid-air but not actually pressing the fire button, so it's annoying me. Oh, I thought he was going to do me then because I can't do anything other than attack. Okay, that again, I was meant to be walking backwards, but it did an attack move, but in this case it worked out quite well. Now back in the day, this was the guy where you could do that move straight away and it would, yeah, you go, get an instant victory. So that was one of the shortest bouts you will ever see. Graphics are pretty good. Sound is adequate without being anything remarkable. Gameplay is great. I do think this is a really good game. I like the fact that you can cut someone's head off. I'll give it 8 out of 10. I like the violence in it. I've got no problem with that. 8 out of 10 from me. What do you expect when it's a game that involves, two bloody barbarians hacking away at each other with swords? 8 out of 10. The Merry White House Brigade can all fuck off.
Disc 2.
You have the choice of either the male barbarian or you have the shock horror, extremely scantily clad Maria Whittaker. This is one of the easiest creatures in the game, but for some reason it's just being a cunt. Those lava rivers, they will damage you if you set foot in them. Even though none of the other creatures are damaged by them, they can all walk through it fine. This bastard is tough. Well, okay, I'll settle for that. If you are facing the wrong way through no fault of your own, the game is relentless and will just constantly hack away at you, giving you no chance to recover and get into the right position. You don't really have the chance to do very much, and then when that happens, that's just taking the piss. When it laughs like that, I fucking hate games that do that. Right, so I'm trying to, and now if one more hit, it will kick me in the fuck down that fucking hole. When does the game actually start becoming fun to play? Graphically, I think it's not at all impressive. Graphically, it's fucking shit. Graphics for changing the disc are by far the best graphics in the game. Sound-wise, it's not a patch on the original. Sound-wise, there's pretty much fuck all. Gameplay-wise, it's fucking unbearable. When it comes to the actual game itself, everything is just fucking bollocks. The exploration is pretty dull and dreary. The exploration is boring. The combat element should be fun. It just never is. Combat is annoying. The combat is extremely frustrating. The combat is tedious and frustrating. The combat is frustrating, annoying, and bloody repetitive. Combat doesn't have any of the excitement or the enjoyment of the original game because there's hardly any combat moves available to you. That's completely new to combat, so that he can't do hardly anything compared to what he was able to do in the first game. What a great idea. It's not a patch on the first Barbarian. When it came out, it got rave reviews left, right and centre. I'm just fucked if I can see why. It's not enjoyable, and that... I fucking hate this game. I score Barbarian 2 out of 10 because the speech is good and the animation on the skeleton is good. Then climb up the ladder until you reach the level with the flashing barrel on. I mean, the grammar in this in this text is just staggering. If you fall off the ladder or miss the barrel or your tip runs out, then you are fired and instantly killed. Instantly killed? Fucking, who runs this fucking brewery? Is it fucking Spectre or something? Bad enough, being fired. No, we're going to instantly kill you as well. The tip is displayed at the top left and starts at 99 pence and decreases as the game unfolds. So you're in for some really great tips there. It's the most you can make as a tip is 99p. Graphically it's a fucking pile of shit. The audio, well, there is hardly any. What audio there is mostly reserved for when you lose a life. I press left, okay, once. Nothing. Again. Nothing. Again. Right, now it finally moves. So it is fucking ridiculously unresponsive. What the fucking hell? The thing is so fucking unresponsive. Ridiculously unresponsive controls. When you're moving onto and off a moving fucking object, yeah, good fucking luck there. Fucking move! There is no actual difference between each of the levels. They're all exactly the fucking same. So you could actually be here for fucking age. Not that you would want to be. There is no difference in each level at all. It's just doing the same thing over and over and over again. What riveting fucking gameplay, eh? This is just fucking boring. I am fucking bored shitless with this game. This is the first game on side 2. So being the first game, this is the one that's supposed to be, you know, the title that inspires you to go on and play the rest. The death sequence just goes on for a fucking age. And what the fuck is it supposed to be? So this car comes along for some reason and removes the, you know, the word barrel jump. And then it ends up at what I can only imagine is supposed to be a coffin. So yeah, you have actually been fucking instantly killed because you fucked up your job for this brewery. And then you get some weird bird. Don't tell me that's meant to be a fucking angel because you're supposed to be dead. The RIP fucking headstone for some reason is right up the top. It's, oh, what a fucking load of shit. What a load of shit. This is just fucking shite. This really is a game for absolute cunts. It was certainly written by one. On the shitometer, this gets 85. Your brewery bill, a delivery man for a brewery. Great, yes. Fuck off. Oh, fuck. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, fuck off. Oh, I can only hope I'm going the right way here. Oh, fucking... Standing under that is, you know, a great idea. Oh, you fucking... Oh, for fuck's sake. Right, this is starting to really get on my fucking tits now, this. And that don't help either. I'm trying to just push up. Now where do I go? Oh, you fuck. Graphically it's alright. The Batwing and the Batmobile both look quite impressive. Both those stages look impressive overall. Sound wise is reasonable without being fantastic. The music I always think is a bit uninspired, using samples from the film. Gameplay wise, I guess it would help if you were using a regular joystick rather than a shitty joypad. I'll give it 7 out of 10. It was an Ocean film tie-in that wasn't as bad as you would think. If you need somebody to explain to you what chess is, then this really is not the video for you. A school friend of mine said it would be a great idea if, when you took a piece, you then had to battle for it, with each side having their like strength or health meters, which I think ranks as possibly the worst idea I have ever heard. So, there they are, slugging away, and he takes off one arm, takes off the other arm, takes off one leg, and takes off the other leg, and says, alright, we'll call it a draw. So he does, he pulls out a bomb from under his robe, throws it at the knight, who doesn't know what's going on, and then bang. So the pawn stands there absolutely terrified, drops his weapon in sheer fear, and gets pummeled into a load of scrap metal. And he pummels him in the ground, so he's now just ahead with the feet there. Again, very much Tex Avery sort of inspiration there, the old cartoon violence. So the rook goes up, walks up to her and eats her, and then burps. It really stands out amongst all the other ones. Purely because it's different. It's a fun chess game. It doesn't take itself completely seriously. Where it really stands out is definitely in the animation of each piece, and especially the moves when one piece takes another. This is my favourite chess game of all time, simply because it combines the pure strategy of chess with some great animations which are often pretty funny. I think it's a fantastic chess game. Highly recommended. If you are Garry Kasparov, this is not going to challenge you. I will give it 8 out of 10. I am shit at this game. Well, some pretty hefty firepower. Fuck it hell. Once you get to the end of... oh, fuck's sake, I can see that. I find it has a bit of a claustrophobic sort of feel to it. Graphically, it looks good enough. I've heard far worse, as far as graphic goes. Hybris is superior anyway. Sound-wise, it's not as good as Hybris, but as far as the audio goes, Hybris is superior in every way. Music in Hybris is superb. The sound effects in Hybris were also superb. The sound effects are fine, it's just that Hybris is better. A lot harder than Hybris is. It had a hell of a task trying to be as good as Hybris. Hybris I thought was superb, it just doesn't grab me like Hybris did. It's not as... it doesn't look as good as Hybris did. In terms of gameplay, Hybris is superior. Hybris is the better shoot 'em up. Hybris is so much better. Not a patch on Hybris. I don't think this is a bad game by any stretch of the imagination. It's not a bad game at all. It's reasonable enough, but it's just not particularly outstanding. I would score it 6. This is the one part of this game that I really do not like. It is so fucking awkward. You have to get it in exactly the right place or it doesn't fit. I don't think that's right. Yeah, see, and now it gets destroyed. I don't think that's centralised enough. No. No, still not. So I'm taking all this damage, but all I'm trying to do is position myself to be able to pick up this fucking... Yeah, the damage now severe, so I'm probably going to be destroyed before I can pick this up. Fucking hell, I don't want to keep going that way. That's nowhere near. Let's try it now. No, that's wrong. Having to put up with all this ruins it. So I'm trying to slow myself down when that should be okay. Oh, fucking hell. And this is the first of the bases that I'm trying to take. Again, you've got to get the positioning exactly right, which I just have. So now we start from here. The tank does, bounce about quite a lot. Bearing in mind the tanks are supposedly weighing somewhere in the region of 60 tons. Oh, I'm out of fucking ammo. I think the graphics are superb. They are pretty detailed. The parallax scrolling is excellent. The your own tell music is great. I don't think it's one of his best ones. Sound effects are basic, but I mean they work. When you need to position yourself in the right place, that can be a bit fiddly and it can be a monstrous pain in the arse. It can be a bit of a pain in the arse when you're constantly having to travel to and from the nearest base in order to change vehicle. Despite some of its annoyances, I do think it is a pretty good game. For the most part, I think the gameplay is great. I think the game is fucking great. I rate this 7.5 out of 10. 7.5 out of 10 is not a terrible score, but it could have been better. 7.5 out of 10. Now, last time the game crashed at this point. Let's see if it will do so again. Yes, it does. I am playing the part of the Allies, unfortunately.
Follow me, man.
And we now can send the bloke over the wall here, try and throw a grenade to destroy the machine gun. And I missed. Okay, I've got the grenade thrown, but I was too slow. Okay, so I did destroy the machine gun, but you can shoot your own hostages, so best move is to not do that. Oh, this bloke hasn't got a prayer. Okay, I don't remember that. This level is a real pain, and it also... This level is dragging on a bit. This level goes on for fucking ages. This level is starting to get a bit tedious, because it's just too fucking long. This one can drag on a bit. I mean, you've got to do 9 rounds. By putting too much curl on that one, it went straight past him instead of actually, you know, hitting the cunt. I think I'm definitely lost this one. Graphically, yeah, it is rather basic. Graphics wise, it's very dated. Graphics are a bit dated. Graphics dated. The sound effects themselves are not fantastic. The sound effects are a bit basic. The sound effects are rather basic. The sound is fantastic, especially the speech. The speech is fantastic. Speech-wise, it's fantastic. I think the speech in this game is brilliant. The speech, I think, is superb. It's still perfectly playable, even though it is rather dated. The game itself is fine. Gameplay is fine. Gameplay is great. I would give it 7.5 out of 10. 7.5 out of 10. 7.5 out of 10. My fag has gone out while playing this. Do I have time to light my fag while the multi-load's going? No. I'm really regretting lighting my fag up now because I've got no chance of being able to smoke it. Right, that's it. I'm going to put my fag out, and if another one dies, then too fucking bad. Putting my fag out is more important than saving these guys. Oh God, my tea is stone cold now. You are this Beamrider and you are running along this grid. You shoot these various aliens that come along. That thing I've just picked up is an extra life. Believe me, you need as many lives as you can get. Oh, I have no idea how I got through that. Oh. Some people criticise it that your movements are restrictive. Okay, there we go. So I am down to just 2 left. So that's not too bad. That was too bad. Graphically it's purely functional, but nevertheless they work, and work well. Graphically it does look a bit like a somewhat advanced Atari 2600 VGC game. It looks extremely basic. The sound of the engine of your vehicle, the tone very slightly goes up each level, which again I think is a subtle touch that works well. Sound wise it's atmospheric, they work superbly well. Sound effects I think suit the game superbly. The gameplay is absolutely spot on. It flows really well. I cannot fault this game. This is one of those games shoot 'em up fans were just crying out for. Ah, you fucker. Gameplay is absolutely top floor. I think it's just absolutely fantastic. An absolute classic. I cannot recommend you giving it a try highly enough. Get the disc or tape image for your emulator and play it now. I give this game 8.5 out of 10. Grab the image file now, go and start playing. You are Bega and you're attacking this, whatever its fucking name is. This is what every level of this game is like. There are 25 stages in this game and they all play like this. Even Space Invaders had more gameplay variation than this. Trying to avoid these things dropping down that you've got to shoot is pretty tough. And this Luna, who seems to want you to catch her, then does everything she possibly can to make it as fucking awkward and difficult as possible. You can now just stay in the corner, and that often gets you through it. What fucking died there? Oh, nothing. Right, okay. Oh, fuck's sake. Graphics on the overlay are reasonable. I hate the audio because it constantly interrupts and stops everything. Oh fucking just get on with a fucking game. Audio from the overlay is pretty crap. The audio from the Laserdisc is fucking irritating beyond belief.
Save the planet Earth.
God, I could see her sounding more pathetic The fucking voice acting is atrocious. It is as generic a shoot 'em up as I have ever seen. One of the most generic games you could ever have the misfortune to play. I hate the gameplay because it is beyond bland and generic, and it has absolutely fuck all in it that makes you think, yeah, I really want to play this again. How many people saw this and thought, yeah, this is great, we're definitely going to have to get this into our arcade. This is the worst example of a Laserdisc game I've ever played. Just so overwhelmed by the shittiness of this game. This game is absolute shit. Everything about this game is just absolute fucking shite. What a pile of shite. This is my reaction when sort of confronted with the possibility of playing this game. Why the fucking hell was this game released? I score this game 0. Oh dear, it's game over.
Coins embedded in pocket. Charge it. Destroy it. The humanoid must not escape. Intruder alert. Coins embedded in pocket.
We'll see just how fucking rusty I am at this fucking thing.
Destroy the
you
humanoid.
fuck off.
The intruder.
Fuck it.
The human. The
Oh,
humanoid.
fucking hell.
Intruder. The humanoid. The intruder. The humanoid.
Fucking hell.
Intruder. The humanoid.
This isn't too bad a go on maybe.
Get the humanoid.
Oh,
The humanoid.
fucking hell.
Destroy the intruder.
Fucking hell, that was close. Oh, fucking hell, that was close. Trying to clear out the room, getting out before old fucking swine face turns up like that. Oh.
Intruder. Intruder alert. Intruder
Oh,
alert.
fucking not already, you cunt. Yes, of course the graphics are basic. I mean, you've got colour clash when you get close to the wall. It looks atrocious now, but at the time it looked great. There's no music, but then in those days that was nothing unusual. You've got the synthesised speech, which in 1980 was incredible. The synthesised speech of the robots, I think, still sounds fucking great. I like the synthesised speech of the robots. I love this game. I fucking love this game. I still think it's a fantastic game. I'm still a big fan. I will score it 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 is a reasonable score. 8 out of 10 is fine. 8 out of 10.
You can fight like a robot.
When one robot fires, that's the only enemy shot that can be on screen. Can't believe I just lost a fucking life on the second screen. I certainly don't consider myself a great player of the game. What do I fucking do that for? The robots aren't particularly intelligent. They will be firing faster than I do. And so, yeah, avoiding shots like that is not easy. Oh, you fucking... Oh, you cunt. You cunt. Fuck it. Oh, I knew I'd fuck that. Oh, you fuck. You fuck. Fuck off! Graphically, it is instantly recognisable as Berzerk. It is a little bit chunky, but it's still instantly recognisable as Berzerk. I think the graphics are great. It's the colours make it look good. The audio is fine. I think it is a fucking good version of Berzerk. It's certainly a great game to play. It has the pure playability. The gameplay is all there. The gameplay is spot on. I'm a big fan. I can't fault it. It's another 10 out of 10 for me. That first robot I took out, that wasn't the one I was aiming for. Well, that's handy. 9.5 out of 10. You don't need me to tell you how to play Berzerk. If you do, what the fucking hell are you doing on my channel? Can I get to him before fucking Evil Otto shows up? No. Oh fucking what? That speech is actually different from the arcade version. They never say kill the chicken. Oh fucking stop running away, you cunt. Oh, I should say chicken fight like a robot. Oh fuck hell, I've got no chance there. Now here we go with the green ones. Fucking hell, so the white ones I only got one level with. Fucker. Alright, so I've got as far as the greens. I'm amazed I fucking hell, how the hell did I don't know how the fuck I did that. Graphically it is quite simple, but I think that's part of the appeal. I think the graphics are fucking great. Evil Otto doesn't have the same colours as he does in the arcade version. Graphically, that's the only issue. This game is graphically spot on. Audio, it is perfect. When you see and hear this game running, you can more than forgive them for taking 30 years for this to come along. Not that I'm saying they were working on this for 30 years. One flaw with this conversion, the only flaw, Evil Otto moves too fast. If he carried on moving at the speed that he does in the arcade original, this would be a perfect conversion. He shouldn't move as quickly as he does. Oh, fucking hell, that was too close. Evil Otto just moving too fast. I'm loath to say it spoils it, but yeah, it does spoil it. That's the only issue I have with the game. He does move too quickly. I don't like the speed he moves. Fucking Evil Otto moves too fast. Oh, fucking what a bollocks up. Gameplay is fantastic. You've got to buy this. It's, oh, you cunt. You've got to get this game. Quite simply, get this now. I'll score this 9.5. 9.5 out of 10. I'm just about to go out there and launch a mortar at that motorcyclist. Yep. Now this bit goes on for what seems like an age. It's essentially just resurrecting you. You can't skip this bit either. Okay, it's great the first time, but you know. Oh, it sounds like the sound has gone. Oh, because there's now a thunderstorm. Okay. I've never had this happen before, but I've still got rid of him anyway. That means I now have the bare minimum needed to actually leave the forest and head to the underground cavern. Why do I have a horrible feeling this has crashed here? I'm going to take it out of full screen just to see if there is anything actually happening on the emulator. Well, no, it is doing something, so it was still loading. Now, I need to time this quite well because this is bloody difficult. There we go. Now it's the tough part. I've got to hit these central two. There we go. Graphically, it is a bit of a mess. Graphics wise, it's a bit sound wise, it's a bit The music is about as subtle as a crowbar to the back of the head. The idea is to try and sound like a church organ and keep the gothic horror sort of atmosphere that way. That end piece of music is really about the only piece of music in the game that I think's okay. It is a very different kind of game. If you fancy something a bit different, then again this is worth trying. Gameplay wise, I really like it. I think it's a really good game. I'd give it 8.5 out of 10. You get an idea of the quality that you're going to get with this game on this instruction screen here. You're spelt wrong, a Bionic Granny, and are waiting outside the school to hit the kids as leave. So it has entire words missing. To move the granny, use the keys Z left, C right, or a joystick plugged into port 2, and that's it. That's all you have to do. Move left or right, nothing else. From start to finish, this is all you do. What the fuck is this? Oh joy, I made it a level 2. Oh joy, I'm on the level fucking 2. And no surprise that there is almost no variation. It's just that that fucking lollipop lady moves faster. The graphics are shit. Audio is shit. And why Bionic Granny? Why did somebody say that's a good idea for a game? Why did they fucking bother? Well, I say why did they bother? I mean, it looks quite clear that they really didn't bother. Games for $1.99 were a novelty. It had only just started. But asking $1.99 for this is a fucking insult. The gameplay is shit. Everything about the game is just fucking complete bollocks. The game is just utter fucking shite. It's a fucking pile of wank. It's a staggering fucking shit pile. Arguably the worst Mastertronic game ever released. I'll score it minus 8 out of 10. Minus 8 out of 10 for this fucking load of bollocks. Let's get the thing started, and bollocks, start the and then we'll warp it so that it will load a bit quicker. Black hole, what would that make you think the game is about? I was expecting some sort of sci-fi based thing. Poor old Woodstock's fallen out of his tree again, and being his pal Snoopy, you have to help him back up again. Because there is, well, it's described as a well. So because there is this big black hole here, that's why it's called the name. Even if you completely leave Woodstock alone, he never actually falls in it. He just keeps hovering around. So he's just hovering around there. So you go and pick him up anyway. You can't actually fall down the black hole. If you head down there, I'm still moving down, but that's as far as you can go. So the black hole itself is a complete non-event. Oh, what the fucking hell was the cunt who wrote this thinking when he'd finished the game and thought the best title for this game is unquestionably Black Hole. So that fucking apple was going all over the fucking place. So yes, this is, get up there for the second time, there is no animation on any of the sprites at all. And now listen to this great music. Why has Snoopy got a fucking jetpack? Compared to a lot of the games on Cassette 50, it is actually playable. By Cassette 50 standards, it's somewhat playable. This is, by Cassette 50 standards, somewhat playable. It is quite a rarity to have a Cassette 50 game with this level of playability. That's not to say that it is a highly playable game, it fucking well ain't. I score this 55 on the shitometer. Why the fucking hell is this called Black Hole, for fuck's sake?
Welcome to CRL.
The game has loaded up. Then we are presented with this title page, which is pretty sparse. This image is only put there as their attempts to show what the Amiga can do, and that genuinely is the only graphical feature in this game that comes close to showing what an Amiga can do. You can change between the male and the female. If you're looking at the blue player's image and thinking he does look familiar, yeah, he does. It's player 1, but they've just drawn a false beard on him. Just quickly change it so you can see player 2. If it's female, yeah, they drew in the hand. No music at all. In fact, the only music in the entire game is that short jingle you heard at the start before you then hear the dreaded words, "Welcome to CRL." And we go back to the start of the level. The very start, because it's always such a popular feature in a game, that is, isn't it? When you lose a life, go straight back to the start of the fucking level. All I'm doing is moving the mouse left and right. I'm not moving up or down at all, but it's sending me all over the fucking place. They've coded it so badly that the mouse inputs are just completely bollocksed up. I'm moving it left, right rather. And it's doing this. The game is utterly unplayable using the mouse. Even though I selected the joystick, it was still using mouse controls. That means that if you are playing this as a single player game, what you have to do is disconnect your mouse and plug in the joystick into port 1. If you're playing with the joystick in port 2, like you would do for every other game, it doesn't work. You've got to have the joystick plugged into port 1, which is the mouse port. Amazingly, it has 2-player simultaneous mode. You do, however, not under any circumstances want to play this game simultaneous 2-player. So I'm playing away, but player 2 is a bit shit. But because player 2 loses a life, the whole level gets restarted. Here we go, and blasting away. So goes lasting a bit longer. Player 1 lost life, and yeah, it brings us both back to the fucking start. If your shots don't hit anything, they go right way to the top of the screen. You can't fire again until they have done so. This is also as far up the screen as you can move, so you can only get to halfway up the screen there. Your actual playing area is already quite small because of the large amount of space that's taken up either side by constantly pointing out that, yeah, one of you is using joystick and one's using mouse, and then you score, and then this fucking utterly pointless digitised picture. Oh, fucking hell. There is no high score table. Once your game is over, you've got to like memorise your score, because once it's off screen, so 127,200, okay, and it's gone. It's not recorded anywhere. I have never seen a game so badly coded as this fucking piece of shit. Clearly no one play-tested this at any point during its development. This was a game that they charged 25 quid for. It's insulting to people who paid 25 fucking quid to buy this fucking insulting shit. You have just paid 25 fucking pound, and this is what you are presented with. This game really is a fucking insult. It is the very epitome of just how little CRL cared about the quality of the fucking shit that they churned out. I know I'm not going to hear from anyone from CRL justifying releasing this, but I fucking really want to. If you have an Amiga and you really do feel the need to experience this, you can easily replicate it. So what you do is you open up the case of your Amiga, you then down 2 or 3 bottles of Senecot, you then wait about half hour, 45 minutes, then you drop your trousers and you squat over your computer, and the result is precisely what CRL did when they released this and had people loading it up. Another winner from CRL. Two things to always be wary of. The first is if they are an officially licensed title. The second is if it is made by CRL, and this is both. The CRL couldn't get the actual rights to the film itself, but they did get the rights from Vangelis to use music that is based on their soundtrack, and you can see that you're not after replicants in this, you're after Repli-Droids. That's another way that they got around the copyright issue. Except, it doesn't say Repli-Droid, it says Repli-Driod. Obviously quality control was really great at CRL. Oh, there's quite a few here. Alright, here we go. Wait for the music to fade out. Wait for the fucking landing before you actually start playing this game again. So once again, wait for ages for it to descend and you can actually get out. So you have to catch up with this cunt. He's running through all of the crowd, which you can't do. If you run into any of the crowd, they knock you over. How can you run into somebody who you fucking knocked over? They're just lying in the on the pavement. But that car ran me over there, and that means game over. And now I've been run over by a car which is clearly on the other side of the road to the side I'm running on, ensuring that the crowd's okay. What is there? I wasn't in the fucking road that time. The car had... The graphics here are fucking hideous. Graphically, I mean, it is absolute shite. They could not have made the graphics look any more shit than they do. The sprites are all monochromatic, completely, and they are clearly expanded sprites just to make them look that bit more shit. Totally monochromatic expanded sprites, so they look unbelievably blocky, and they are all the same colour. It's not as if they've even thought, right, we'll make some of the characters look, you know, slightly different by making them different colours. No, they are completely white. And again, I've been run over by a car that was on the other side of the road. So the game is staggeringly fucking hard. The audio is fucking horrible. This is not what you would call a great rendition of the Blade Runner theme music. The presentation is absolute shite. The controls are horrendous. The gameplay is non-existent. The game is just utter shit. It is a fucking stinking heap of shit. This game has no redeeming qualities whatsoever. Absolutely fuck all. Treat this game like a fucking gaming equivalent of leprosy. Naught is far too high a score for this fucking load of bollocks. So it gets -9 out of 10. Oh, fuck off. This is Blasteroids, which was released in 1987 by someone or other. I am having a fag while I'm doing all this blurb. I finished with fag, so let's bung a few credits in. I keep getting the controls mixed up, so here we go. Now I'm still in fighter mode, and I've already got a fucking collision. Ah, fuck it. There are no energy crystals for me to pick up on this level, so I really am going to be... Oh, fucking hell. Fuck's sake.
Shoot me if you dare, Earth scum.
So you have to shoot these like tubular things that protrude from him.
Puny Earthling, you are controls this galaxy. Now to dispose of you. Earth slime is weak.
Fuck's sake. Graphically, the game's okay. The graphics do look pretty good. In terms of audio, you shouldn't be able to hear explosions in space. So they've decided to make it, you know, each explosion sound very muffled. The sound effects are actually pretty good. Even the rather cheesy speech of Mucor when he shows up is quite well done. Now the game is actually quite tough. The game is not easy at all. It's fucking difficult. Thankfully you can continue. Believe me, in order to get anywhere on this game, I need to. The game itself is supposedly not that difficult. The ability to change between ship modes is novel, and I guess it does work fairly well. the game would be a lot better if it wasn't for this ridiculous idea of every time you fire, every time you use thrust, you lose energy and you are closer to dying. That's just bollocks. If it didn't fucking, you know, take energy away just because you're shooting, which you have to do, or taking away energy because you're using the thruster, which again you have to do for things like getting off the level. I just think that is such a cuntish fucking you know, system. So I'm already very low on energy because I'm moving around as well as taking hits and firing a lot, and your energy goes down every time you do anything. What I don't like about the gameplay in any way, shape or form is the fact that everything you do results in you losing energy. I'm not so keen on that aspect of the game, the fact that everything you do causes your energy to drop. My fire also results in your energy going down, which I think is a bit ridiculous. I don't like the fact that so much of what you do results in you being destroyed. You know, if you fire, you use up energy. I'm so low on energy that I had to thrust to get it out of that level, and it blew up because my energy ran out because I was trying to get to whatever it is that you have to go through to warp to the next level. Already very low again. You see how quickly you fucking lose a life here. Everything you fucking do causes you to lose a fucking life. And the energy meter itself is not a bad idea, but implementing it so that it goes down no matter what you do, that's just bullshit. They fucked it up with a stupid energy meter and how it was implemented. I don't detest the game, but it's not the most enjoyable game I've played because of that bloody, you know, this bullshit system with the energy meter. If it didn't have that, I would be much more of a fan of the game than I actually am. Plenty of potential, but they released it in a bollocks state. I will score the game 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10. Actually, I'll give it 5 out of 10.
First, there was Menace. Now, Psygnosis presents a DMA design game.
There's a whole lot more coming.
The biggest unanswered question is where is the
There's
money?
a whole lot more coming.
The biggest unanswered question is where is the
There's a
money?
whole lot more coming.
You may be sitting there thinking, hey, that music was quite lively and fun. Or maybe you are sitting there thinking that was possibly the most fucking unbearable sack of shit that passes as music. That first piece of music after the intro sequence, which ranks among the shittiest piece of music I've ever heard in my entire life. I wasn't a fan of that intro sequence. Now, unlike the Commodore 64 version, you can select your starting world. That's the level that I did in the Commodore 64 version. We'll do the first level so you can see how it graphically compares to the Commodore 64 version and how, in terms of difficulty, it compares to the Commodore 64 version. The borders at the top and bottom, if you touch them, of course, you'll lose energy. With the music playing, you've got no idea if you are touching them. As soon as you lose a life, you lose all of your weaponry. Quite clearly defined, but at the same time unbelievably bland graphics. We'll change it to sound effects. Now, bearing in mind with this game, you can have one or the other. You cannot have both. So you would think, well, the special effects must be pretty fucking impressive then. That's the sound effects. Now the sound effects were done by David Whittaker. Surely you would get him to do the music, but no, they didn't. They got someone else to do the music, and you can hear what a wonderful fucking job he did of it. This soundtrack is more like it'll send you into a fucking coma. A soundtrack that singularly fails to bring about anything remotely resembling a sense of excitement. The music, which is boring and does not convey any sense of excitement whatsoever, which in a way makes it a suitable piece of music for the game. Far too fucking hard. The difficulty level is ridiculous. The difficulty level is astronomical. The astronomical difficulty thrown on top of it, everything about this game screams out generic. Far too fucking boring. It just has no redeeming qualities whatsoever. It's awful. I'll score it 0. Once you lose a life, you lose everything that you bought in the shop. Ah, you cunt, and that means I've now lost all my stuff. Whereas I do like to try and avoid some of the enemies that come along. Yeah, you really can't get away with that. Ah, fucking hell, so now I'm back to having bugger all. Backgrounds, they're all rather monochromatic. I was hoping for better. Music is better than in the Amiga version. So that's really not hard at all. How do I rate this? And I could be really cruel and say I don't. Actually, it's not being cruel, it's being honest. I don't rate it. It's extremely difficult, I think too difficult. It's extremely tough. If you're, you know, a hardcore shoot 'em up fan, you'll probably like it because of the difficulty level. It may look particularly uninspiring. That's because for a large part it is uninspiring. All pretty uninspiring stuff, to be honest. It's a pretty instantly forgettable game, not the most memorable of gaming experiences. Feels like more like a budget game. I'd give it 4 out of 10. Got 10 for that. God. And 10 again. I'm on the big time scoring now. I can't even fucking hit the ball round the fucking ramps now. Look, they just get part way up and then just come back down again. Lost. And again. Get up the fucking ramp. That's it.
I have a proposition for you.
Yes, I've just been propositioned by Darth Vader. That, oh, fucking hell. That's straight now. So, it looks like old Boba Fett wasn't too interested in Darth Vader's proposition. So I'm doing quite well from hitting the bumpers. So yeah, and then that fucking happens. Oh, fucked it. Oh, there you go. So final score then is 139. Oh, fucking hell. Where'd this come from? I didn't realise I'd got, you know, like about 2 extra balls. I know that fucking sounds dodgy every time I say it. And now the ball, yeah, eventually makes its way back down. Oh, you fucking what?
Authorized personnel only.
Fuck off! So it hasn't taken long for this to start getting on my fucking tits. And completely bollocks that up. looks like the jackpot is still on offer, but not now. It fucking like what a fucking fuck off! This game is now starting to get on my fucking nerves again. Especially listening to this fucking verbal diarrhea yet again.
If I take on the job, I complete it. And everyone in the galaxy knows that. Focus.
I haven't even shown like the main part behind of the fucking game yet. Fuck off. Fucking 72,000 on ball 1. Fucking piece of cunt. I am about ready to fucking rage quit now. I've got one fucking target to get.
I have some business here.
I don't know.
You can't enter with your weapon.
If you insist.
You will report nothing, bounty hunter, since you're unarmed. Hey!
Unarmed. Boba Fett is never unarmed.
Okay, I have no idea what happened there. I've not seen that before. I don't have much time, and well, there you go. It's fucking game over anyway.
Farewell, bounty hunter.
Alright. Escape. Hide. Find you later.
Oh, okay, it's not game over. Fuck it, let's try the 60 million one. Let's really go for it.
This time, bounty hunter.
Fuck off.
Jackpot.
Of course, him saying jackpot just sounds weird because of his fucking New Zealand accent. No, as you compare to some people from New Zealand, I mean, at least he is actually pronouncing the vowels. Right, now I've got to try and lock it into this fucker. Like that. There we go, Borg 2 locked, and that's the second mission done. That's given me 40 million. This is now my best ever go. Graphically, I think it's fine. They are good. They are not phenomenal, but they're good. Graphically, again, it's pretty good.
I completed. And everyone in the galaxy knows that.
I hate that fucking bollocking speech that he makes at the start of every game. I just find it extremely irritating. The speech is really irritating, especially that speech at the start. I deliver bloody fucking bollocks at the start of each fucking go is really irritating. You may have heard a particular sound effect that just does not suit this game. That one. And again there. It's Boba Fett from Star Wars, and that just does not fit.
Oh, you may not pass.
It just sounds absolute fucking wank. As far as the music goes, the audio suits the table. I don't think this is absolute shite. It's not too bad, but it can get fucking frustrating. Not the best table I've ever played. It's not awful. It's not a favourite. I score this 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. I think I have finally found an American animated comedy program that is less funny than King of the Hill. The cartoon managed the impossible. It was worse than King of the Hill. King of the Hill is a cartoon that was aimed at people who have fucking knob cheese in place of their brains. Now we have to hit the rat targets. 2 of them that are left are fucking easy to hit. There's one. And right, 1 left now that is easy, and I just keep missing the fucking thing. Looks like there was a target there. Right.
Oh my God, Bobby, I
Video
hope we
mode.
find the
Find
kids before they hurt
before the
themselves.
factory is destroyed. Right, okay.
Don't worry, Louise.
Oh.
We're gonna get you out.
Does that mean I found it? Yes. Okay. Never seen that mode before. It looks like you've got to hit it twice in pretty quick succession. But no, it'll all go straight out instead.
I'll be down here.
Alright, so I've got to hit that fucking flashing lane, but no, the ball will drain out again. I've no idea how to perform the skill shot, so I just fire it at maximum. And here we go. And straight away down the left fucking drain.
Raccoon, where has this sport been all my life?
Oh, you fuck!
Everyone around me useless. I have to do everything?
Just scrape past a million on a table that throws millions out all over the fucking place. I still get cunts saying, oh no, it's not, you know, mostly luck in pinball. Yes, it fucking is, and I've got enough videos on my fucking playlist that clearly illustrate that to be the case. I'm not even that impressed with the graphics on this table. I don't like the graphics. Graphically, I think it's fucking utterly forgettable. Graphically, I just think it's shite. Audio is shit. The oh fuck off! What the fucking hell are you supposed to do with that? The music is forgettable. Totally forgettable. It has all of these samples from the cartoon, which I assume are supposed to be funny. They're not funny at all. The speech samples from the cartoon are about as funny as, well, as the cartoon is, so not even slightly. The samples of, you know, speech, none of them are funny at all. Because of this fucking irritating glitch where it now doesn't play the proper music, I have to exit and then reload it. The layout is reasonable. I've seen worse table layouts. Despite the fact that the table layout isn't so bad, I just have no interest in playing it. The table just doesn't grab my interest at all. It is a staggeringly dreary table. I just find it so boring. The content is a subject that I fucking can't stand and think is a load of bollocks. There's always some cunt with a fucking irritating voice, and the Americans think it's fucking hilarious. They absolutely piss themselves over it. I think we sort of like moved on from that in the 40s. That's the 1840s. But no, it's still a stalwart of American comedy today. I would rate this 2 out of 10. It's just a fucking load of bollocks. What a fucking load of shite. It's absolute shite.
Wow, amazing. I have no words.
You have no words. Shut the fuck up then. Enter amount of level, hit return. Enter amount of level. 1 or 2 players. Press 2 or any key. Are these games written by completely illiterate fuckwits? There's 2 numbers, right, 1, 2. Well, 1 number is correct and in the right place, so let's try it, 1, 3. Well, in that case, I'm guessing it's 32. Yeah, there you go. Press level 1 to 3, or 1. Well, so I've got to get the letter. Well, I wonder what that could possibly be. Right, so let's see what level 3 is all about. Okay, now. There we go. Only took me fuck knows how many attempts. Okay, this is quite a difficult one. Okay, what the fuck is this? There we go. Well, it must be E then. Okay, and what? Okay, well, it's certainly not anything I thought ED were the last 2. I still haven't got a clue what this is. I have no idea what edentate is. Both games are more games to be played with fucking pencil and paper. You can play these for fucking 50p. Why the fucking hell is it on here? It's not a fucking computer game. Rather loath to admit it, but that letter jumble, when it's on level 3, is actually moderately entertaining. On the shitometer this gets 40. Where'd the P thing go? It's down here. Ah, it's fucked off. You cunt. There's no animation on the Bombjack sprite when you're pressing the button to make him stay up in the air longer. So it started doing it now. Well, it wasn't fucking doing it earlier. In terms of the visuals, it is a straight Atari ST port. Visually, it is very unimpressive. The visuals may be recognisable as Bombjack. It is certainly recognisable as Bombjack. It's recognisable as Bombjack. It's recognisable as Bombjack. The audio is utter shite. Can you imagine what the reaction would be of anyone if they bought a game where the only audio in it was music, and this was the music? This fucking horrendous dirge plays throughout. It does not stop. It doesn't sound even vaguely like the audio of the coin-op original. It plays like Bombjack. A game that plays like Bombjack, that's not a good thing. The gameplay is at a fucking snail's pace. There's not even a game over screen. You don't even see the words game over appear on screen. As soon as it finishes the last death animation, bang, straight back to the title screen. It's a shit conversion of a shit game. Who would have willingly paid 25 quid for Bombjack? Especially when the conversion is as shit as this. Anyone who paid 25 quid for this, I assume they've been institutionalised by now. I'll score this 1 out of 10. There is a degree of playability here. I don't know what the fuck is going on outside. There's a fucking skip collecting, a skip van collecting the skip from our front garden actually. Where the actual idea came from, I honestly have no fucking clue. Yeah, okay, it's fucking bollocks. The fuses aren't like fizzing away or whatever, which is what they're supposed to do. Instead, they just flash, which smacks of lazy programming. If I just press jump, he'll jump so high. Now if you push up and jump, he'll hit the robot that falls down. A regular jump, he'll jump like that. If you push down on the joystick, he's supposed to come down faster, but to be honest, I couldn't see any difference. So there is actually, a bit of variety in actually controlling the fat cunt. I can't be bothered to sit there while he does that fucking stupid dance thing. The graphics on the backgrounds are fucking horrible. The sprites are far too fucking big for the playing area. I can't fucking get used to the size of these fucking sprites. The sounds consist of this horrible version of Magnetic Fields Part 2. The music in the arcade original was fuck all like this. There's no actual in-game sounds for the most part, except when you pick up either the B or the P. Why are these bombs hanging around? It's never explained. Why are the bombs floating in mid-air? I think it's fucking stupid. I did actually have this back in the day. I am absolutely fucked if I can remember why I bought it. The gameplay I just think is absolute bollocks. Well, I really don't rate it very much at all. I'll rate it a monumental 2 out of 10. Oh, that fucking ice cream van. Fucking early today. I was thinking about trying to get them in order, and then I thought, bollocks to it. Even if I get the bombs out of sequence, I'm still getting the score showing up. Okay, well apparently I got through the level, but I think it's now to say game over. No, but it has crashed. Okay, well, I don't know what the fuck happened there. By losing a life right at the last second as I was collecting the last bomb, it means there's some glitch going on and I've now effectively got infinite lives. It does actually bear some resemblance to the coin-op version. It's instantly recognisable as Bombjack. It is instantly recognisable as Bombjack. The Lady Madonna rendition. I mean, it really does sound like you're playing the coin-op. What is it about this game on Commodore computers that means they have to fucking use Magnetic Fields Part 2? You cunt. If you've got to use a piece of music from Magnetic Fields, make it Part 1. The coin-op version doesn't play Magnetic Fields Part 2 on the title page. No, you can't type in the name, you've got to use the... I fucking hate using that way. You've got a keyboard here, use it. Well, it plays just like the coin-op. Therein lies one of the flaws. It's a great conversion of a crap arcade game. So I will score it 5.5 out of 10. I have quite a few games that I have been meaning to cover, and for some strange reason I kept putting them off because I fucking hate them. There's no putting it off. Here we go. Now, if you are watching this thinking, what the fucking hell has this got to do with the original Bombjack game? You're not alone. Apart from the words Bomb and Jack being in the title, there is absolutely fuck all in this that has anything to do with the original game. It bears absolutely no fucking resemblance to the original Bombjack whatsoever. There is nothing from the original Bombjack in this game whatsoever. It has nothing at all to do with the original Bombjack whatsoever. It's got fuck all to do with the original Bombjack game. Oh, fuck off. There's no bombs anywhere. You're not even collecting bombs. You're collecting bags of money. This music may sound familiar to you. It's the Thundercats theme. And if you look at old Bombjack here, he does bear a resemblance to Lion-O, the main cunt in Thundercats. And that's what this game was originally supposed to be. This was going to be a Thundercats game. I don't know why they changed it to Bombjack 2. And they didn't even take out the Thundercats music. So they haven't exactly hidden it very well. I can't get to that one. How the fuck am I supposed to get... Oh, fucking what? So this is when it gets just unbelievably cuntish. Graphics are well done, I suppose. Graphically, I suppose it looks okay. The backgrounds are staggeringly bland. The audio, well, it's a reasonable rendition of the Thundercats theme. Surely no one thought, yeah, this will look fucking great. People will love this game. The gameplay is absolute shite. The gameplay is just absolute shite. It's just fucking shite. Utter fucking pile of shite. This is a fucking monumental shower of shit. The gameplay is just absolute fucking shit. I score it 0. I would rather take a shower with Gabe Newell than play this fucking festering load of bollocks. Oh joy, it's another Kevin Morton game. Kevin Morton is by no means a fucking game coding genius. You cannot jump, which means that if, as I am, you are stuck in that area with an enemy heading towards you, there is fuck all you can do about it. You cannot jump, so you can't avoid any of the enemies. You cannot duck, so you can't avoid those fucking birds. And there is nothing you can do to avoid them. You've just got to try and hide out the way. Now, there is nothing I can do to avoid that fucking bird, because you cannot jump and you cannot duck. Right, fuck it, we'll go through this door. Now, again, because you cannot jump, you have to be absolutely pixel precise in order to get onto any moving platforms. And again, and when you lose a life, it takes you right back to the start of the game. So now I've got to get my pixel precise. Oh, fuck it, I'll bet it's, yeah. It's gonna, and which means it takes me right back to the fucking start. Oh fuck, there we go. So there you go. Yeah, just fuck off. Graphically it is staggeringly basic. Graphically it's shit. Extremely basic sound effects. The audio makes me wish that I was deaf. Audio is unbearable. You've heard all of the audio. This, oh fuck off. There's this same tune that just plays out over and over and over again. There's no fun to be had at all. It's just a fucking nothing game. At best it's boring, and at worst it's fucking frustrating. The gameplay is just fucking tedious. I really do fucking hate this game. I scored this game 1 out of 10. What a fucking hateful load of shit. Yes, it's different, and I'm all for, you know, games that are different. It's different. No, you know, there's no denying that. It's a very different idea. It's quirky. It is quirky. Sometimes it respawns you in some fucking stupid places that just make you think, well, how the fucking hell am I supposed to get around that? Right, yeah, it stuck me in somewhere where I've got no fucking chance of getting out. The bouncing isn't at all realistic, because you're moving around whenever you like, not just when the ball actually bounces. Playing a tennis ball supposedly bouncing around the rooftops of buildings that look fuck all like rooftops of buildings is not a very interesting game. I have to sit here for ages because you can't skip the total countdown. And I've got an extra life, just what I want. Graphically it's fucking awful. Graphically it's fucking hideous. Graphically it's hideous. Parallax scrolling is pretty good. The music is irritating. The gameplay is annoying. I think it's a pile of shit. Don't bother with it. I'll give it 2 out of 10, and I'm not entirely sure why I've given it those 2 points. 2 out of 10. And I can't for the life of me explain why I've even given it 2. latest Lukozer retro game review video, and if it sounds like I'm not being overly enthusiastic, well, there's a fucking good reason for that. So you play this fucking pisshead cunt, and he's basically going home from the pub. Now your house is easy to spot because it's the only house in the area. There's your house, safely home. That's level 1 done. In fact, that's the entire game done. This is all you do throughout the whole fucking thing. As you drink more, your character staggers a little bit more, and you have to keep like correcting by moving up or down. So as soon as you see it, it looks like, oh fuck it, I didn't want to go in there. If you go into the park here, it's just another alternative route, but I don't want to fucking stay in here. So, right, I can't remember if this level or the next level when the prostitute turns up. No, I didn't even press up to enter here, so why the fuck did it then, you know, put me in there? So, oh fuck it, let's go for the fucking park then. With the park, you have to actually go the other way, otherwise you're taking the long route. Now, I don't know where the fuck all these like things come from. The graphics are as basic as you can get. Graphically it's shit. Graphically it's shit. Graphics shit. Audio shit. As far as the sound goes, well, there isn't any. All you get are the is this fucking, you know, annoying renditions of tunes. You basically get Roll Out the Barrel and Lily the Pink, and that's it. Gameplay, there isn't any. The game is tediously fucking repetitious. It's so tedious, it's so fucking repetitive. This is as fucking tedious and repetitive a game as you could ever fucking have the misfortune to encounter. When you lose a life, it randomly chooses how many points you lose between 1 and 5. And I do genuinely sit here thinking, please take 5. Every time you lose a life where it deducts, you know, the random amount of points, even if it's the full amount, every time you finish a level, you then get another 5 points. So this game can go on for fucking eternity. This game is one of those where you could finish it in your fucking sleep. It's so ridiculously easy. When it was published, it must surely have been a cheapo title. If they charged more than 50p for this fucking bollocks, then they would have been taking a piss. This game is just a fucking sack of wank. I score it minus 9.9. Minus 9.9, deservedly so. And I've been stomped by the fucking whore. There's no sense of speed, largely because you're not going fast at all. This is me going flat out. Graphics are colourful, cartoonish. They're a pretty good representation of the graphics of the arcade original. Sound is pathetic from start to finish. There's hardly any music apart from the occasional jingle. This is clearly another Atari ST port. If you have a 16-bit game where the audio is of such atrocious quality as this, it can only be an Atari ST port. If you had any doubts that this is an Atari ST port, the shitty sound effects will convince you. If you find a small rock in the road, it will have you going along on 2 wheels. As I go into the water again, I think I've managed to go in the water every single time I've reached this section. There is gameplay, but it's just that it's so boring. It's boring, gameplay is boring. It's not particularly fun to play because it's so boring. It's not particularly exciting, to put it mildly. As racing games go, it is about as bland and uninspired as it gets. It's just instantly forgettable. absolutely forgettable. There's nothing here that makes you think, God, I've got to have another go at this. It's fantastic. It's one of those games that has me thinking, why would you want to play it in the first place? The game is essentially a huge, great big pile of fuck all. I can't for the life of me think of a reason why you or anybody else would want to play this. My time's run out just as I was approaching the finishing line. I'll score this game 1. Well, it's a load of bollocks, really. I have had enough, shall we say. Now go away.